What tends to be like the biggest problem now? Is it listing hijackers, brand enforcement, IP infringement, which I'm guessing is effectively the same thing, or account reinstatement, suspensions? Like, what are you kind of seeing as like the big, this is always a problem right now?
So with the clients that we have, our clients usually fall into the space of having their actual brands, having intellectual property, and their revenue range
Mhm.
would be from 2 million all the way up to 100 million. But the problems that they face is less about ASIN suspensions and account suspensions. It's more about I've got these rogue resellers on here and I don't know where they're getting my products from and I don't know how to get rid of them. Or I've done so well, my product is so popular, my brand is so popular, now I've got copycats coming in, right? So
Mhm.
those are sort of the two areas that we see the most issues with brands that size is with unauthorized resellers, which we have sort of in one category, and then IP infringers, which are going to be your copycats.
Yeah. The copycat side, like I know, like from our end, obviously in the marketing world, it's a big conversation as well, because especially in the Amazon space, the constant complaint is, people coming from overseas, knocking off products and selling cheap versions of them. How do you deal with that? Because I know that there's some type of laws around like where they're located versus where you're located, plus Amazon's the middleman. Like how does that get addressed?
Yeah. So most companies, most agencies, even litigation firms, because it seems like those have been the two options for brands. They'll only look at IP. So Andrew, they'll look at it and say, okay, is this copycat infringing your copyright, meaning like your product images? And sometimes it's a no, right? If it's a yes, it's easier question to answer. But sometimes it's a no. So you have to look at other things. But the way we developed our brand enforcement is we look at three different pillars, not just intellectual property, but we also want to look at marketplace policies. Because a bad actor may not be violating or infringing your IP, but they may be violating Amazon's own policies or Walmart's or TikTok's, right? And then the third pillar is regulatory compliance. So
Mhm.
there was a large brand that we were helping, and we found out that their products were being imported from Germany into the US. Now, the US has certain rules, especially here in California, where there's certain warnings you need to place on products if they meet that criteria. Here in California, it's the Prop 65, which is pretty prominent. And if you're bringing products from Germany, there's no way that those products over there are going to have that warning. So that's what we use is that third pillar, the regulatory compliance, to knock off these unauthorized, these bad actors, right? But unless your brand enforcement agency is using all three pillars, it's not going to be a great result. And we see a
Yeah.
lot of clients that come to us after they've been to a brand enforcement agency come to us and say, those people, it's kind of shallow because all they're going to be doing is filing copyright complaints or trademark complaints. I need something a little bit more comprehensive. So that's on the infringement side. And then on the unauthorized side, we use the same three pillars, right? On the unauthorized side, Andrew, I think what Amazon has done, and I've said this in different places too, is I do think that Amazon is going away from the resellers and wholesalers and focusing more on brands. The
Oh yeah.
latest policy that they came up with, again, I say latest, and obviously that's a bit relative, but with the counterfeit policy. So if we could get Amazon to sort of acknowledge that, hey, our client never sold this product to this bad actor, and we have no idea where they're getting it from, go ahead and ask for their supply chain. That's one easy way to get them removed too, because most
Yeah.
likely you're not going to be able to provide the full supply chain.